Welcome to the Ola Hawatmeh Show on American One. Today, my special guest, a former combat controller, started this amazing nonprofit helping other veterans. Eric with First There Foundation. Up next, stay tuned. My friend, Eric, started this amazing nonprofit as a former combat controller, helping other veterans. Eric, thank you for coming on today.
Yeah, absolutely. It's great to see you again.
I am sporting your shirt. I love
I
it.
see that. Yeah, you're repping. You're the best.
Love the
Yeah.
back.
Yeah, I came up with that saying, but yeah, you're definitely one of the few that can rock a lightning bolt. So yeah, I'm happy you're
Tell me how
wearing it.
you came up with it.
I have no clue. I have no clue how I came up with it, but I know it definitely takes a special woman to hang out with, some of us just because we put you guys through a lot. Yeah, I think the lightning bolt, I mean, even my mom, right? I mean, she's had me and I worry her and deployments and everything craziness that I've gotten into. So it takes a special woman to handle a lightning bolt. So that's how I came up with it, I think.
There are so many nonprofits, veteran organizations that I work with, but yours is so special. And it's so special to me because I feel like people don't know about, I mean, more people need to know about your nonprofit because it really hits hard and you have saved so many lives doing so. Tell us about it.
Yeah, you're right. I don't know why the Air Force is not a bigger advertiser for combat controllers, but they're just not. Our ethos is quiet professionals, which a lot of us took that to heart, which is great. We're not a secret special operation force, but we've become silent. We're now, after 20 years of fighting in Afghanistan in different places, no one really knows who we are. And you hear about us ever so often, but um, it's a shame, and that's the reason why I started. A buddy of mine committed suicide, my first supervisor, Chris. And then a few months later, another teammate of mine was on the brink of doing the same thing. So I started First There Foundation. We save about 23 guys per year, or maybe we keep them away from putting a gun to their head. And the foundation's truly just about helping them in their time of need, and for me, what I've told my board is if we can save at least one guy per year, I'm happy. That's a win for us. A combat controller on the battlefield has such a big effect on it. It can change the tide of a battle, just that one guy. So imagine if we save that one guy here on Earth, the impact he can have on the world or his community. And we're not only treating the operator, but also the spouse, because they take that burden when we're gone. 6-month deployments, we're always training. I think my first year as a combat controller, I was gone 280 something days out of the year. So if I was married at the time, could you imagine, especially if that young wife or that wife has kids and now she's handling that household kids, the guy's gone. And then it's just, you got to treat the whole family unit for it to help. But yeah, our mission is long and lasting aid. That's what I aim to do. The other nonprofits, I think, do a good job and they try to help in their own special way. But taking people out on a trip, teaching them how to surf or fish or hunt, or taking them to the Ritz Carlton. Yeah, that's great and takes them away from their life. But then when they return, they're right back at it. And I think they fall into a deeper hole. So I'd rather treat someone or help someone in the long lasting way where they can change their lives. And then we can do the other stuff. But
I love
yeah,
that.
I appreciate you saying that.
No,
Asking
I
about
love that. You definitely do work inside out, and that's what differentiates you from other nonprofits where, I mean, they do what they can. They have facilities, short-term treatment, but I mean, it does, you've had one of your close friends, and so you treat it. It's inside out recovery. And I've seen firsthand, I mean, going to your gala was just such an experience to see a room full of veterans and supporters and to see their tears and to see how you've impacted so many lives. And you've done this on your own. I mean, after today's show, I want to start a GoFundMe actually and kind of put it out there because people really do need to contribute because they don't realize, I mean, you've done this on your own and started this on your own and sacrificed. You ran for office before, so you've sacrificed, I feel like, your entire adult life giving back.
Well, you're amazing, and I'm so grateful that God got our paths to cross because you're a godsend. Yeah, I love that you were there and you got to experience a room besides probably the new elect president's house. That place in Florida was probably one of the safest places in America that night of the gala. But people are just sometimes they ask me like, "Oh, well, where are you throwing this thing?" And I tell them this. I got tired of every time that I got to see some of my teammates was at someone's funeral or memorial service, and I just thought there's got to be a better way to bring us all together where we can just enjoy our life and celebrate of what we've done, bringing our Gold Star family members together, our wives or girlfriends, whatever, significant other. I brought my mom, who you met, but at the end of the night, there was a time where I took a step back and just when the band was playing, after everything was said and done, just to watch some of the most lethal operators America has ever put on this earth, just dancing and drinking and just hugging each other and just being kids again, without all the worries of normal life. To me, that makes it worth it. That to me was the joy of watching these people that I love just acting like kids and enjoying this time, this one night with their family members, with people they love, and obviously raising money, right? Because we as a nonprofit, we need that to support our cause. But yeah, it was great. I'm so thankful that you came and you got to see that night. It's pretty special to me.
Absolutely. What's next for you? I know we
Yeah,
need funds. We definitely need funds because you cannot do this on your own.
yeah, we're doing a big push right now. We're trying to raise 100 grand by the end of the year. That's my goal. Obviously, I want to exceed that, but that's what my short term goal is. And I would like to, we're always fundraising now, and I know it's hard, especially the way the economy's been the last couple of years, and we had hurricanes, we had natural disasters all over the place, and it's tough. I get it. But yeah, the only way I can help, sometimes I think people hear nonprofits and they think, oh, you have millions of dollars in the bank, you don't really need us. But it's actually completely false. It's a small nonprofit like ours, especially being combat controllers, that no one's heard of us. It's an uphill climb. And, anybody that sees this podcast, I would be forever grateful if you can donate what you can, go to our website, and yeah, just take in what you can. And I guarantee you that the money is going to guys and their families that it's going to help them along the long way.
I mean, I've seen it firsthand. I've seen and heard a room full of stories from one combat controller to another, how you've impacted their lives, how you've saved them from suicide, and just so many lives, them and their wives too. I mean, not only do you reach them, but their wives. And that's why I feel like your nonprofit needs to be pushed out there and it needs to be brought to people's attention. So I definitely want to do that today after this show. I want to start a GoFundMe. What's your site? Where can people go and find out more?
Yeah, it's first there. So the word first is not spelled out. It's number one, STTHERE.org. And once you go in there, it's pretty easy. You can find a donate button. If you don't, if you want to buy some of the gear like you have and represent us, I would love that. And please send us your picture with your gear on, and we'll feature it on our social media. But yeah, there's a store there. There's some history. There's a little bio about me, so that way you know a little bit more about myself. But that's the best way. We're on everything from X, Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, and yeah, and spreading the word would be amazing. That's what we need. I really want people to know what combat controllers are and what we've done for our country.
Amen. Eric, thank you so much for coming on. Have a blessed day and take care. Thanks a lot.
Yeah. Thank you for having me. Appreciate it. It's good seeing you.